Hey guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. My name's Farron. I'm out here in the front yard underneath the mini maple tree. And you can see a bunch of greenery here. Pretty soon this will be all covered with yellow flowers. Matter of fact, there's some down there blooming right now. They call this an invasive plant, but I don't know why. It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays underneath this tree. And after it blooms, it does die down and you won't even see it all during the summer. Well, anyhow, I have cameras around the house. I have cameras over on the chicken run. And I like to put some cameras by the greenhouse. But my Wi-Fi only reaches to the chicken run on this side of the chicken run facing the house. I have a camera on the other side of the chicken run, and apparently that's out of range. So to help with my Wi-Fi range, I got a thing here called Wavlink, and it says it should reach up to 300 feet, and that should be more than enough to reach my greenhouse. May even put some cameras up there where my horses are in the back 40. So also I got a bracket to hook that Wavlink to on top, and just mount this onto the side of the house. And I also got some Cat 5 cable that will hook to the Wavlink and all the way inside the house where my router is. Okay, I'm gonna stick on the side right here. This is right above the kitchen door. Anyhow, these are the screws I'm going to be using to mount the bracket. Okay, before I put this post up there on the bracket, as I mentioned, you put it on the wall this way or this way. But let's get the Wi-Fi extender out. You can mount this up in many ways. You take this bracket off and you could screw it up there and hook it up that way. Or they do give you 2 zip ties where you stick it through this little slot right here to mount it on the post. They could be zip tied on. And down here they do got some connections, watertight connections. You can stick your wires through. Unscrew the bottom in order to make your connections. You can see a couple ports right there. And you also got a reset button down there. Alrighty. It does come with 4 antennas. Two of them do bend, and there's two do not bend. The two that do bend, they go up on top. Just screw them down. And it's got a little watertight bushing there. As you screw it down, it smashes it. Alright, there. I don't know if you can tell or not. See how it smashes it down. And the ones that bend, they just go on the sides. Probably be easier to put them on if you just go ahead and make it straight. Get the one on the other side up. There you go. Looks like a little alien. Okay, now I believe according to the instructions, before I mount this up, I gotta go back in the house and get on the computer and get this synced up and do some other configurations on there. So I'll meet you in the house and see, until let you know what you gotta do. Alright guys, I'm back outside. You can see I got my jacket off, it's a little warmer. Yeah, I went online and to get this thing all in sync, that was a pain in the ass. Yeah, you're just gonna have to follow the instructions that come with it to go online, and even at that, you gotta pretty much know what you're doing. So yeah, it wasn't very easily detailed instructions, and it wasn't very easy to get this thing all hooked up in sync. You got to make sure whatever you use, your phone or your laptop. Whoa, it's a hummingbird. I'm not sure why. Almost got poked in the eye with a hummingbird. I don't know if you saw that in the video or not. Anyhow, it was. You got to make sure your phone or your desktop or your laptop is able to find this device in the Wi-Fi section, and you have to. Then once you get it located, then you can go online and log into it. Anyhow, it's just a pain in the butt. They need to improve on that. Anyhow, there's one thing I don't know if I mentioned or not. When you put these on, you got to make sure it says 5G on here. You got to make sure it's connected to the 5G. 5G connected to 5G. This side here is 2.4G and 2.4G. You got to make sure those are in the right spots. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up onto this bracket. Using these zip ties that came with it. I mean, you could put it on either side, doesn't make a difference. I'm using it, I'm putting it on this side here, that way it sticks it away from the wall more. As you see, this is a little bit of a pain too. That's on there pretty good. I'm gonna see if I could, yep, I can fit it through those little holes I got up there. Kind of secure it a little more. There we go. Okay, let's go up there and get this installed. Okay, we got the cable pulled through the attic and have a little opening up there, but on the top of the roof that's over the patio. So it got it fed through there. Time to go ahead and get this boy hooked in. Okay. Well, I should say this long part goes up here on top, this pivot point. Here comes the hard part, trying to feed that nut through there. To me, it seems like this one should have been a long one too. I don't know why they decided to go with the short one here. There we go. That was a little difficult. Might have been easier to put that all on together before bolting this bracket apart. Alright. Now in order to feed this through, take this off. feed it through. Take this part off. Got a little waterproof rubber thing there. It's got a little opening there where you can feed this wire. I don't know if you notice that this wire is thin. It's flat instead of round. See if we could fish that in there. There it goes, going in now. Man, it's good and get them. Make sure you have a finger underneath that rubber part. Otherwise, pulling that wire through as you're pushing this up could knock that rubber out. There you go. Go ahead and put this cap on. All right. I guess now we'll go back in the house and get everything inside there hooked up, and then we'll go ahead and test it. Okay, I'm in the house and on my computer. They give you this little adapter here. The black one here is the power. It's plugged into power. And this one, this Cat 5 here, or 6, I should say Cat 6, is hooked to the router. And this Cat 6 here goes all the way up into my attic out to the Wavlink outside. It's all hooked. Oh, whoops. Right here is a little on-off switch. Whoops. On-off switch right here. Just turn it on. And we'll head outside, and all those lights should be lit up. I don't know if you could see it or not. It's all lit up except for LAN. And there's Wi-Fi right there, so it's full bar. Okay. Okay. Well, I tried to make this as a how-to video, but turned out just a video of me trying to install a Wi-Fi extender. The computer interface is kind of, they need more instructions, but I think the site needs to be built better. It was hard to log into that Wi-Fi. I mean, excuse me, not Wi-Fi, the Wavlink. Using the IP address, you have to use the IP address to, just like you do in a router when you install a new router or Wi-Fi device. But the site was a little difficult. Once you go through one section, then it tells you need to refresh it, and you go and refresh it, and then it boots you off the site. And in order to get back on there, you have to reset the Wi-Fi. I keep saying Wi-Fi, the Wavlink device. You have to reset it and start all over again. So they need to improve on that and make it a little bit easier. Unless I'm doing something wrong, but that's why I didn't show you all the computer stuff on it, because It might be different for other people. Hell, you might know a better way of doing it than me, but the instructions that came with it was very lacking. Well, anyhow, I got it installed. It's up, it's running, I got full bars. So I'm gonna go outside here. Well, I'm already outside. I'm gonna head out there and see if it works. Anyhow, in case I forget to sign off, thanks for stopping by and checking out what I'm doing today, installing this Wavlink. And a nice sunny day out here. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Well, that camera works now. It syncs up with everything. So that Wavlink was a pretty good purchase. Got everything all linked up now. We're thinking about putting another camera inside chickens. Maybe one inside the hen house. And we're also thinking about putting one or a couple out there by the greenhouse. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by.